To the 10.3a, check your understanding. Researchers designed an experiment to study the effects of caffeine withdrawal. They have 11 volunteers diagnosed as being caffeine dependent. They are barred from coffee, colas, and other substances with caffeine for the duration of the experiment. During one 2-day period, subjects took capsules containing their normal caffeine intake. During another 2-day period, they took placebo capsules. The order in which subjects took caffeine and the placebo was randomized. At the end of each 2-day period, a test for depression was given to all 11 subjects. Researchers wanted to know whether being deprived of caffeine would lead to an increase in depression at the alpha equals 0.05 significance level. So the table below contains data on the subject scores on the depression test. Higher scores show more symptoms of depression. So the depression number, so the subjects are labeled their depression number with the caffeine and then with the placebo. Make a dot plot of the difference in depression test scores, caffeine minus placebo for each subject. What does the graph reveal about the difference in depression test scores? So notice this is a matched pairs experiment because the subject, like one subject got both treatments, the caffeine and the placebo. So we have blocks of size 2. That's how you know it's a matched pair. So let's look at what this dot plot's looking like. So you'll subtract and then plot those. So we have mostly negative results. This could use a nice title. But most dots are negative, and what that means is that the placebo scored higher, because if you're doing caffeine minus placebo and getting negative results, that must mean that placebo depression rating was higher. Find the mean and standard deviation of the difference. Interpret the mean difference in context. So it's the mean of the differences, the mean difference. So we find the mean, it's negative 7.364 with a standard deviation of 6.918. Notice that notation here. On average, the placebo score was 7.364 units, whatever it is, higher than caffeine. Depression units. 3, construct and interpret a 90% confidence interval for the true mean difference in depression test score. So it's going to feel like you're back doing a confidence interval on one group because we end up just with the differences. So your execution, point estimate plus or minus margin of error, the x-bar difference, or we're trying to estimate mu difference, that true mean difference, the standard deviation of the differences, plug those numbers in, and then you get your confidence interval. Here's your conclusion. We are 90% confident the interval from negative 11.144 to negative 3.584 captures the true mean difference in depression test scores, caffeine minus placebo. And all of our plausible values are negative, implying that the placebo depression rating is higher.